Jennifer Igwe. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Newsline. Now, parricide used to be alien to us. In our cultural values, extreme moral evils like murder, suicide, rape, incest, and parricide were great taboos. Today, sadly, the fear of committing these unthinkables have been watered down and further pushed to the background by immoral values that run contrary to our cultural and religious beliefs. Child killing father, for instance, quest for affluence, pushing people to gruesome murder of their fellow human beings, including rape, particularly of minors, among other heinous crimes, mirror the vicious ills choking our moral ideals. On our lineup are cases. Then the story of the 21-year-old undergraduate who allegedly murdered the chief executive of a media organization has been trending. Curious to know more about the suspect, our correspondent had an exclusive with her. Now, the saying that meaningful life isn't found but created through our actions is true. Acts of kindness could have spiral effects impacting lives and communities positively. It is heartwarming to know that in the world of evil tales, many good deeds are still ongoing by selfless people. Stay tuned to find out more because we have interesting stories in that line for you today. Now let's pause here for the news segment. Claire Adilabu Abdurazak will take it from Abuja. Hello, Claire. Good to see you.
Hello, Jennifer, and good to see you as well. Good evening and welcome to the Abuja studios, and here is the news. President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed his commitment to the development of the Niger Delta region in realization of his promise to uplifting the living standard of the people of the region. A statement by the Special Advisor to the President, Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, in response to the demands by a group known as the Niger Delta Avengers. The President listed various developmental programs of his administration targeted at making life more meaningful for the people in the region. Elizabeth Omoriyu will tell us more.
Demands by the Niger Delta Avengers come in less than 48 hours after President Muhammadu Buhari met with the leadership of the Niger Delta and Ijaw National Congress include development of the Niger Delta and restructuring. The presidency said the demands came as a surprise, especially given that the germane issues had been responded to, especially called for the restructuring of the Federation and the inauguration of a board for the Niger Delta Development Commission. The statement also recalled the response by President Muhammadu Buhari assuring the leadership of the Niger Delta and Ijaw National Congress that the 10-point demand to the federal government is being addressed by his administration. The president, while acknowledging the rate of environmental degradation in the region, pointed to the hydrocarbon pollution remediation project, which has started work with remediation efforts in Ogoniland. The Minister of Environment is seeing to the effective implementation of the project with a high percentage of local content and inclusion of the surrounding communities. President Buhari agrees with the call for operational licenses for marginal fields to Ijaw people, but pointed out that the process of granting licenses is guided by laid-down rules and regulations, saying he does not see any reason why they should not be granted such licenses if they qualify. The president also hinted that the completion of the East-West Road, quick inauguration of the NDDC board, reduction of oil spills, construction of the Boni-Port Harcourt Bridge are top on his infrastructure agenda. President Muhammadu Buhari said he's happy with the recent affirmation of the belief in a united Nigeria and implored them to use their leverage in making sure that Nigeria remains a united, indivisible entity. In Abuja, Elizabeth Omori, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Minister of the Niger Delta, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has reiterated President Muhammadu Buhari's commitment to rewriting history in the Niger Delta region by rebuilding access to services and infrastructural development. Senator Akpabio was speaking when he met with the Charge d'Affaires of the Embassy of Ireland to Nigeria, Mr. Kano Finn, who paid him a visit in Abuja. The minister notes that since the discovery of oil in Oloibiri in Bayelsa State, the people of the Niger Delta region have contended with violence, militancy and deprivations, as well as pollution in many areas that have oftentimes led to the destruction of aquatic life. The Charge d'Affaires of the Embassy of Ireland to Nigeria, Mr. Kano Finn, commended efforts by the federal government at repositioning and curbing extremism within the region and pledged Ireland's commitment to partner the ministry to provide sustainable development in the Niger Delta. And Nigeria is set to utilize its legal provisions that empower the federal government to collect taxes and profits made in the country by global technology and digital firms not based in the country, but with significant economic presence here in Nigeria. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said this while interacting with a delegation of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, led by its president, Adesina Adedayo. Our State House correspondent, Gideon Ifade, reports.
The federal government, as Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said, would not be raising tax rates at this time based on the Finance Act 2019, and explained that the federal government is already empowered to widen the tax net, including by collecting taxes on the Nigerian income of global technology giants with significant economic presence in the country. And this is even if they have not established an office or permanent establishment and are currently not paying taxes in Nigeria. The Vice President explained that the Finance Act has shown that the government is very prepared to ensure that the big technology companies do not escape without paying their fair share of taxation in Nigeria.
The first Vice President's response was such that gave us comfort in the sense that a lot of the issues we mentioned from his response is already being addressed at even governance level. And in the other areas where we serve as in advisory capacity, he has encouraged us to say when we have issues on that, we should continuously engage with his office to ensure that things get done effectively. Because ultimately, the issue of social contract in terms of tax and the general public is a critical one for us because we want the government to do what governance is all about. And we as citizens are also meant to do what a citizen is expected to do in terms of compliance with issues of law and fulfilling your civic responsibilities.
In the State House, Jide Onifade, NTA News.
And the Development Bank of Nigeria says it will continue to provide sustainable funding and capacity needed to grow Nigeria's MSMEs sector. Managing Director of the bank, Tony Okpanachi, disclosed this in a chart in Abuja as part of activities marking the United Nations MSMEs Day. Benny Adams was there.
Paul Harris is a fashion designer with expertise in a brand of clothing who needs capital to expand his production lines. Harris is one out of more than 44 million micro, small, and medium-scale enterprises that the Development Bank of Nigeria is to empower through long-term financing, provision of partial credit guarantees, and build their capacity.
We created about 130,000 employment over time through this our funding so far, and it's an ongoing thing.
So far, the Development Bank of Nigeria, through commercial banks, microfinance banks, and other financial institutions, has since 2017 disbursed more than 334 billion naira in loans to more than 135 small businesses. 57% of these are women-owned, while 28% are youth, thereby creating more than 130,000 jobs and still poised to do more.
So our intervention from different angles, providing long-term funding, building capacity, and providing partial credits, all addresses all the different issues as long as we relate to access to finance.
Tony Okpanachi is of the view that Paul Harris and many others in need of funding to grow their businesses have to make their businesses bankable.
Our capacity building is in twofold. The primary one is technical assistance to financial institutions, again, to enable them know how to lend to these micro, small, and medium enterprises. That's a huge part of our mandate, technical assistance we should provide to them. The other part we also do is for the micro, small, and medium enterprises themselves, in providing some bit of capacity building on how to position their business, put their business plan together, and how to make their business bankable to be able to access finance.
The Development Bank of Nigeria is using the World MSMEs Day to further carry out its mandate of providing long-term finance of up to 10 years tenure with 18 months moratorium for the critical sectors of the economy. In Abuja, Benny Adams, NTA News.
And to politics now, and in Anambra State, where Senator Andy Uba has emerged winner of the governorship primary election of the All Progressives Congress. Andy Uba emerged winner in the primary election contested by 13 other aspirants. Saliu Abdullahi Gwanara reports.
148 votes. The chairman of the APC Anambra State Primary Election Committee and governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, said Senator Uba polled 230,201 votes out of the total votes of 348,490 to defeat his closest rival, Ononwoku John Bosco, who polled 28,746 votes. Governor Abiodun said election took place in 20 out of the 21 local government areas in the state, noting that election could not hold in Onitsha South due to the failure of the returning officers to conduct the election after collecting election materials from the committee's secretariat. The governor further disclosed that an option A4 method was adopted in the election and blamed the delay in the conduct of the election as scheduled on the failure of the contestants to supply 30 of their representatives as directed by the committee. He said only 9 aspirants supplied their representatives to the committee as at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Governor Abiodun explained that despite the minor hiccups, returning officers backed by security escorts were posted to all the 326 wards in the state, declaring that the process was free, fair, transparent, and in line with the party's guidelines.
By the authority vested on me by the National Caretaker Committee of the All Progressive Congress, as the chairman of the Anambra State APC 2021 governorship primaries, I hereby declare Dr. Andy Uba the valid winner of this 2021 Anambra State APC governorship primaries.
The election committee chairman, however, debunked insinuations from some of the contestants that the exercise was deliberately delayed, pointing out that his committee only needed to be thorough and transparent. Meanwhile, the state publicity secretary of APC in Anambra State, Okelo Madukaife, in a statement wants the Governor Maimala Buni-led caretaker committee to conduct a fresh governorship primary in Anambra State on Tuesday, June 29, 2021, as the one scheduled for Saturday, 26 June 2021, allegedly did not hold. This, the statement said, is necessary as proposed by the leader of APC in Anambra State and Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige. Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara, NTA News.
And Valentine Ozigbo has also emerged winner of the PDP Anambra State governorship primary election held in Oka. He polled a total of 62 votes to beat his closest rival, Obiora Okonkwo, who scored 58. Joy Ilegbo reports that the primary held under tight security.
The People's Democratic Party PDP primary election, which was held at the Anambra State Women Development Center in Oka, had 218 superdelegates from the 21 local government areas of the state, including 11 out of the 16 aspirants of the party. Before the commencement of the exercise, 3 of the aspirants had stepped down for various reasons.
They are Atiaba Emeka Benson, SAN, stepped down. Dr. Tony Okechukwu also stepped down. Izerebe Marcellinus Chukwu Meze also stepped down.
After accreditation of delegates and voting proper, Mr. Valentine Ozibo emerged as winner with 62 votes to defeat his closest rival, Dr. Obiora Okonkwo, who polled 58 votes in the keenly contested election.
Hereby declare Mr. Ezwebo Valentine Chinato as the winner of the PDP Anambra gubernatorial primary election.
Given the transparency of the process, it will be easy for us to come together as one, and with that, you begin to see the power of PDP.
Meanwhile, another faction of the PDP, led by Chukwudi Umeaba, also elected Senator Ugochukwu Ubah as the party's flag bearer in a parallel primary, which had 5 out of the 16 aspirants in attendance. In Awka, Joy Iluebu, NTA News.
And the All Progressives Congress APC caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee has approved the timetable schedule of activities for the conduct of congresses across wards, local government areas and states of the Federation to elect party officials. A statement by the director of the organization indicates that activities for the ward congresses will begin on Thursday, the 1st of July and end on the 20th of August, with appeals arising from local government congresses. In the same vein, the state congresses activities will start on the 23rd of August to end on the 21st of September, with appeals arising from state congresses. The information managers of the All Progressives Congress have commended President Muhammadu Buhari for resisting pressure to embark on anti-people policies. The APC information managers at federal and state levels, who spoke after a meeting with the Progressives Governors Forum in Lagos, thanked the president for not succumbing to pressure on abrogation of fuel subsidy, stoppage of Anchor Borrowers program, as well as borrowings for infrastructural development. The Director General of Voice of Nigeria, Von Osita Okechukwu, who addressed journalists at the end of the meeting, said the takeaway from the meeting was the commendation of President Buhari for not bowing to pressure, as that would have led to unintended hyperinflation, which will further fuel the already existing inflation, even take meals off the tables of millions of Nigerians. Now, away from politics, women, especially those in the rural communities, have been challenged to participate actively in governance by contesting elective positions during general elections. Now, that was contained in a message to participants of a sensitization program by the National Orientation Agency. Our correspondent, Kenneth Nanim, was there.
In a bid to ensure better sensitization of women on their impact on the electoral process from the grassroots to the national podium, the National Orientation Agency mobilized women across board in the Jukwe satellite town of the FCT as part of its rural mobilization and orientation program.
We believe that the women involvement in the electoral process and governance should start from the grassroots. So the effort is to go and register to any political party of your choice and start to grow from there.
The Enlightenment campaign also reminded women of their great contributions in the home front and their invaluable efforts in nation building.
A woman can equally be a chairperson or chairman of the local government, even president. So it is time for women to come up and participate in politics.
It's just to encourage them as well to bridge that gap of inequality when it comes to women, to gender and governance.
The women sought the support of relevant stakeholders and the level playing ground to key in and turn their potentials to actual impact.
I am capable for it to join, but I don't know where to join. But for now, we don't see somewhere now.
So what I learned so far is encouragement for we as a women to get up.
For the National Orientation Agency, the 2023 general elections gives Nigerians another opportunity to strengthen democratic ideals and open more channels for inclusion in different strata of society. Kenneth Nanim, NTA News.
Let's turn attention to Abia State, where Governor Kezia Victor Ikbazo and his Kogi counterpart, Yaya Bello, have stressed the importance of a united and indivisible Nigeria against agitations by some groups for its disintegration. Now, the two governors reaffirmed their commitment at the Government House, Umuahia, when the Kogi State Governor went calling. Kingsley Onaniwu has the details.
Both the visiting Kogi State Governor, Yahaya Bello, and his host, Governor Kezia Ikbazo, made it clear that Nigeria as a nation must remain united and indivisible, notwithstanding its present challenges. They added that what unites Nigerians is far better than what divides them. They therefore caution groups seeking for dismemberment of the country to shield their sword in the overall interest of the nation.
Nigeria can never divide. Because of certain practices of the past, we can have differences, skirmishes here and there, which, by the grace of God, as time passes by, we shall correct them, and Nigeria will remain together.
We must remain a united country because that is indeed all we have as a country. And I must say that God, who has brought us together and so vastly and richly endowed us individually and collectively, would not have done all of that in vain. There must be a reason and a purpose, and that is to lead Africa. And the stronger, together we are stronger. And I join your voice in saying that a stronger, united one Nigeria is the goal of every well-meaning person, even from this part.
The two governors also appealed to Nigerians to live in peace with one another, irrespective of tribe, region, and religion. In Umuahia, Kingsley Onaniwu, NTA News.
And Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has taken a bold step towards ensuring financial autonomy of the legislative arm of government with a view to addressing issues that resulted in the recent strike called off by the Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria. Now, this was demonstrated when they signed into law 3 bills, including Lagos State House of Assembly Service Commission Bill in Lagos. Musa Toliat witnessed it.
The 3 bills signed into law are the amended Lagos State House of Assembly Service Commission Bill, the Lagos State Sports Commission Bill, and the amended Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission Bill. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu reiterated that laws, especially the Sports Commission law, will further give impetus to sports development and provide a viable alternative to criminal tendencies.
We and the executive will continue to see the independence of the legislature as given. The second one regarding our sports and our sport ministry and our sports commission is really to deepen, sport activity in the state.
Speaker, Lagos House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mudashiru Abasa, who was in attendance to witness the event, stressed that the move to amend the laws was born out of the commitment to enhanced working relationship between the executive and legislative arm of government in the state.
The 3 laws are very good for the progress of the state and the people of the state. As we are all aware that in Lagos State, we have very strong collaboration between the House and the Executive, and this has tremendously helped governance in Lagos State.
The governor, however, assured Lagos residents that no efforts will be spared to ensure good governance is sustained in the state. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
And former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan says there is need to continue to pursue goals geared towards improving the mental well-being of youth in the country for improved national productivity. He stated this when founder of Albino Foundation, Jacob Pele, paid him a visit in Abuja. Austin Ayebe reports.
The former president, who granted audience to representatives of different organizations, including Albino Foundation, said youths need support in the areas of mental health, as stability of minds is key for proper social integration.
Most people we see wearing, speaking good English, wearing good dresses, and moving about, whether men or women, are not mentally stable. And that's why people get to do a number of terrible things that you can't imagine that a normal person would do. So if a group is interested in that aspect of our society is quite interesting, and you need to be encouraged.
He said the quest for economic prosperity of Nigeria is hinged on skills development, saying his foundation is ready to support NGOs that work towards improving the socio-economic well-being of youths.
If young people could be taught on how to do simple, not simple, the shoes look nice. And if you are doing this and they are selling, even some of our young girls that hang around the streets, if they have this kind of skills to do, then they may prefer to do something else.
President of Albino Foundation in Nigeria, Jake Ekpele, says the visit to the former president is to find ways of collaboration, particularly as it prepares to hold a national dialogue on albinism.
It's just a way to get high-profile individuals to lend their voice on what we're doing and also speak on our behalf whenever they have the opportunity.
Issues on how to develop a national policy on albinism featured prominently in the discussions. In Abuja, Austin Anyebe, NTA News.
All right, thank you, Austin, for that report. Sports update is next, and Tamara has just joined me here in the studio. Tamara, something happening, good is happening to our young boys and girls, future tennis stars, isn't it?
Thank you, Claire. Yes, of course, they emerged winners of the boys and girls categories in the Junior International Tennis Open. Welcome to Sports Update. Football is first with Euro 2020, where Netherlands are losing 0-2 to Czech Republic in the round of 16 tie. Netherlands' delict was red-carded in the 55th minute. Belgium are leading Portugal 1-0. Both matches are still ongoing. To the Nigeria Professional Football League now, where week 29 of the NPFL Sunday saw 2 away wins and 1 draw. Warri Wolf were beaten at home by Rangers International 0-1. Abia Warriors lost at home with same scoreline. Enyimba held Plateau United to a barren draw, while Nasarawa United outscored Rivers United 2-1. Away from football now to tennis, where Team Nigeria has emerged winners of the International Tennis Federation J5 Abuja Tennis Open Championship after winning the boys and girls categories. The ITF J5 Championship is to improve the ranking of junior players on the ITF ranking. Mary Love Edward defeated Mary Godwin, both from Nigeria, 6-love, 6-3, to win the girls category, while Nigeria's Wilson Igbinova beat USA's Rohan Belde, 7-6, 6-3, to win the boys category. More than 8 countries, including Israel and France, participated in the 14-day event.
I'm happy to let you know, like you already know, that we did well and we won.
And now to archery, where Emmanuel Oyeleke of Lekki Archery Club and Stella Ashiogo of Police Archery Club, both based in Lagos, are champions of the just-ended second National Archery Championship held in Abuja. The championship, which attracted participants from states, clubs, military and paramilitary agencies, was to further cement the acceptability of the sport in the country.
This is a close championship for those that were selected from the last championship. The last championship was an open one. It was all-comers affairs. But this time around, we decided to limit the numbers so that we can narrow down to those we think that are really quality for international events.
And finally, to beach volleyball, where the chairman caretaker committee of the Nigeria Volleyball Federation, Musa Nimrod, has commended the fighting spirit of Nigeria beach volleyball women's team, despite losing the final on Sunday. Kenya beat Nigeria 2-0 in the women's final to secure the sole ticket ahead of the Tokyo Games. Musa Nimrod also disclosed that the Nigeria women's beach volleyball team will participate at the Beach World Tour in Rwanda and Zone 3 beach competition in Cotonou. And that's Sports Update. Claire, back to you.
Tamara, thank you. And that also ends the news from Abuja. But we have just enough time to remind you to join the NTA and stand against rape and rapists. Jennifer will be back after the commercials.
The Abba Ganara Maternal Healthcare Center is one of 74 constructed and rehabilitated primary healthcare centers delivered by the Zulum administration. Commissioned by President Muhammadu Buhari, the center has 50 bed spaces, wards, theatre, blood bank, laboratory and general diagnostic equipment meant to provide maternal health services to women living around Abba Ganaram in Maiduguri. The Abba Ganaram Maternal Center was built alongside another one in Gwange, in line with Zulum's vision of establishing medical centers in all 312 wards across Borno. Zulum has employed more doctors and other medical staff while building houses for them towards better service delivery for the people of Borno State.
He's not my real father. But you already know this, Lara darling.
Yes. But after 25 years.
She just told me who my real father is.
Baby, come inside now. Why is it in the car?
Introducing Glow U2 plans. Feast your eyes from as low as 50 naira for 1 hour. Simply dial *777#.
The federal government of Nigeria has extended the conduct of vaccination for the second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. Both the second dose and the reopened first dose vaccination will now close on 5th July 2021. This means the nationwide phase 1 COVID-19 vaccination will end on 5th July 2021. To receive full protection against COVID-19, Nigerians 18 years and above who had their first dose on or before the 5th of May 2021 should urgently visit the nearest vaccination site to receive the second dose. Nigerians who took their first dose of AstraZeneca vaccine outside the country and now eligible for the second dose can visit the nearest vaccination post in Nigeria and get vaccinated with the second dose. After you have been fully vaccinated, continue to observe COVID-19 prevention protocols such as wearing a mask in public, washing your hands regularly, and maintaining social distance. COVID-19 vaccination is free, safe, and effective. For more information and to find your nearest vaccination site, visit www.nphcda.gov.ng or call 0700-220-1122. This message is from the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency.
I am with you at every stage of your life, providing comfort when you are keeping fit, comfort when you are expecting your bundle of joy, comfort during motherhood, comfort in your office, comfort in your car, comfort when sharing a meal, comfort at bedtime. From cradle to grey, there's comfort for you with Vitafoam. Quality is vital. Quality is Vitafoam. Vitafoam, the fine art of living.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, will resume the continuous voter registration exercise on Monday, 28th of June, 2021. Fresh registrants can use the INEC online voter registration portal, cvr.inec.gov.ng or cvr.inecnigeria.org to pre-register and then book an appointment to visit the nearest INEC state or local government area office to capture their fingerprint and photographs. During the exercise, previously registered voters who wish to transfer their registration, apply for replacement of lost or damaged PVCs, or correct their personal information in the register of voters can do so online. In addition, voters with accreditation issues in the past elections will also be attended to. This message is brought to you by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. INEC, making your vote count, consolidating our democracy.
Do I see somebody who looks a little like me without trying to listen to the voices I hear? So hear me now. I don't need to try to disguise a brighter me to feed your dreams. Starting from tonight, ride with me.
to do you with the new Instagram and TikTok data bundles on MTN Pulse. Dial *406# to begin.
On behalf of Nigerian women, I heartily rejoice with Amina Mohammed on her reappointment as UN Deputy Secretary General. This is another testimony to the sterling qualities of the Nigerian woman who has consistently portrayed the indomitable Nigerian spirit. I also join our numerous admirers and loved ones in wishing Amina Mohammed, who turned 60 yesterday, many more anniversaries in robust health and replete with her heart's noble desires. May she continue to excel in the service of God and humanity. We are proud of you. Nigeria is proud of you. Signed, Dame Pauline Tarlin, Honorable Minister, Women Affairs.
Back. Now, the story of the stabbing to death of the chief executive officer of an organization by a university undergraduate has continued to attract public attention and divergent views. Annie Daniels had an up-close interaction with the suspect in Lagos, and her findings is what she's standing by to tell us.
When I stabbed him the first one twice, I threw the knife on the bed.
Until a few days ago, 21-year-old Chidinma Adora Ojukwu was not known to the public. However, her desire to have an enjoyable and quiet time with her newfound lover, the chief executive officer of an organization, turned sour. And today, Chidinma is right inside the nets of the Nigerian police, answering questions to why she had to stab to death her lover.
I was on drugs, and also during the struggle that he was trying to strangle me, that was when I used the knife on him.
Chidinma says she has been into drugs since she was 19 years, unknown to anybody, including her parents.
It was in a party where drugs was given. That was when I took drugs at first time.
Chidinma informed me that she met the deceased just a few weeks ago in Lagos. And until their first quiet time together in a hotel, she never knew the deceased won't meet her financial needs. So, she decided to do things her own way.
That time he was sleeping. I tied his hand so that by the time he wakes up, he'll be able to give me what I want, and I'll go.
I don't understand. You tied a man's hand?
Yes.
How? I'm not able to do that.
It was already high, so he didn't feel it. And it took more than I did.
After listening attentively to Chidinma's confession, respondents are wondering if it wasn't a premeditated crime.
No, I didn't.
Because you said you tied his hands.
Yeah, for him not to, when he wakes, for him not to attack me.
But you had the mind to steal from him?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
So what would you want to steal from him? After all, you was a boyfriend and two of you were enjoying yourselves. So why would you want to have the mind to kill him, to hurt him?
Yes, I needed the money.
After you had killed him, you still took away his ATM cards to go withdraw money from his account?
That's because I needed the money. So when he was gone, I just took everything and left.
If you had asked him, please, sir, or my love, after you called him, I need money from you for this, do you think he would have been so stingy not to give to you?
I asked him, but he said he didn't have.
And you knew he had the money?
Yes.
Chidinma says her dream is to be a successful actress and musician. She is presently a 300-level student of mass communication in the University of Lagos. With this, I visited the university.
He smoked loud and SK. That's a form of marijuana that she took and made her to be high. But one thing is certain, if one is high, one can sleep, one can lie down there, but to have resorted into killing means that the girl has a problem.
Listen to more.
Both of them, the man and the lady, were high. And, you know, if you are saying that you are tired of sex or whatever you are saying you are tired of, you know, but you are in that condition, you are still smoking and still drinking heavily. So you can see that a girl that can do that is not the first time that she's doing it.
With this development, what action is the university authorities taking since Chidinma is still a student of the school?
That she's a student of Unilag is not an issue. When our fate will be decided by the judiciary.
Will she be readmitted if pardoned by the law?
So if a girl has shown this, that she can kill, that she has what it takes to do all these things, I don't think she's fit to be among other peers like that, because she can do more dangerous things, like I said.
I took a trip to Chidinma's home at Alagomeji area of Yaba in Lagos. The gates of the premises were under lock and key. Maybe out of fear of the unknown, no single person in the vicinity agreed to say anything to me about Chidinma or the crime she committed. Back to Chidinma. All through my interaction with her, Chidinma was in tears and blames her action on the absence of her mother in the home.
I make decisions that sometimes I need someone to talk to, but I just don't see it, I just do it.
Shola Aleton disagrees with her.
It's not about a mother or father. What will happen, even if the parents are together. We have seen cases where parents are together and the children they became wayward.
As it is now, respondents say there is more to the story than already heard. Newsline will update you as events unfold.
Investigation is still ongoing, and like Annie said, we will keep you posted. Now, when a man and a woman accept to be husband and wife, it is expected that the union is for better or for worse, because both have agreed to toe the path under religious and marital ordinance. So what then could warrant one of the partners to kill the other? This is a serious question begging for answers, even as the police investigate the case for lawful prosecution after the corpse of the murdered wife was exhumed. Clement Barriquio is following the story for Newsline.
On the 16th of June 2021, at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the news of two lovebirds filtered out with the death of one in what is linked to domestic differences. The lingering differences had continued unresolved till 9th June 2021, when another fight broke out between the couple. The deceased could not survive the beating as she died, and the husband, Ukachukwu Christopher, a pastor and founder of Omega World Global Ministry, a fellowship church, buried the corpse in a shallow grave in his compound. Son of the suspect raised alarm, informing the caretaker of the house that for some days they have not seen their mother, patient Christopher.
The Akwa Ibom State Police Command, specifically Eket Division, received a complaint from the youths of the village that they are suspecting one Mr. Christopher Enoch of foul play. And so the division had to move in, led by the DPO, CSP Sunday Diga. They had to move in to ascertain what really transpired, because they relied on an information from the children that since the last fights between their parents, that they haven't seen their mom.
Report has it that the suspect, who is husband of the deceased, confessed to the police to have beaten the wife to death, accused her of being the source of his numerous woes in life and infidelity. The police has exhumed the corpse and deposited it in mortuary for autopsy, pending completion of investigation.
The CP has also said that the command will spend no resources in ensuring that we can, as much as possible, rid the state of violent crimes, especially domestic violent crimes. He's with us. As soon as that investigation is concluded, he will have his day in court.
The suspect lives alone in a fenced compound at Ikorabia village, Okoneket, Eket local government area of Akwa Ibom State with his family and used a part of the building for his church activities. The suspect, Ukachukwu, is 49, while his deceased wife is 40. They both have 5 children, and what becomes of these children following the sad incident?
No excuse for taking the life, none. Now, residents of Egbon Estate in Evotubu, a suburb in Benin metropolis, were thrown into mourning on the 20th of June, precisely Father's Day, when the news broke out of a 16-year-old SS2 pupil who allegedly asked his 79-year-old father to death. Good luck, Inani sought to know the reason for the dastardly act.
It was a day set aside by the United Nations as Father's Day world over, but for residents of Egbo Estate, the day turned out to be that of mourning when Abubakar Orosaye allegedly hugged his 79-year-old father Osariahi to death with an axe in his sleep. The family got to know when one of the children went into the room to wake him up only to discover that he has been killed.
Personally, I was shocked that his junior son, who is in SS2, hacked him to death with a big axe over a minor issue.
And when I came here to find out, the story was true.
This was just like a shock to me because I never believed that child can do such thing like that.
Younger brother to deceased, Mr. Lagos man Oronsaye, who expressed shock at the incident, told NTA News that Bubakar, being the 16th of the 17 children, was very close to the father and wondered why he chose to kill his father.
He said the father used to accuse him that he take his money, or the father accused him that he always take his money. That was only the reason. There's no, even the statement he wrote in the police station, there's nothing more than that. You see, he controls the resources of food in this house. Yeah, he cooks for the father. He served the father.
Days after the incident, residents of the area are yet to recover from the shock as no shop was open for business. When NTA news crew visited the family house of the Oronsayes, sympathizers were there to identify with the bereaved. Alhaji Yusuf Kenny, a friend to the deceased, and some family members comment further.
2 months ago, around 8 o'clock, he said the son said he wanted to burn the Jeep. That's why I decided to come and park it here. So I have to collect key from him, drove the Jeep inside my compound, escort him down. When he was doing all this, we decided to take him to the hospital to find out whether he's having mental something. When he got to the hospital, though I did not go with them. When he returned, he told me that doctor said the boy is physical, that there is nothing wrong with the boy.
These religious leaders explained the religious implications of the act.
It will affect that generation yet unborn. Teach your children the way they should grow, so that when they grow, they will have the knowledge of God.
God is going to question us, how we bring them up, how we treat them, how we relate to them.
Be it so that he is a teenager, below 18 years as it were, does not exculpate and exempt him from punishments. Is maximally culpable. There could be a remedial process to take care of his teenage year when he committed the offense.
Police have done their investigation, have arrested him. So charge him to court. We charge him to court. We got an option of reminding him until he's 18.
The deceased, who retired as Master Warrant Officer from the Nigerian Army a few years ago, also served with the Edo State House of Assembly. He was supposed to mark his 80th birthday by October this year.
Sad story. Now, didn't the Bible say respect, obey, care for your parents so that your days may be prolonged? Now, when they exchanged marital vows with their spouses, no doubt it was for better, for worse, but definitely not to become objects of public ridicule and abandonment. That is painfully the case. In spite of this, however, these category of people have decisively chosen to weather the storm by becoming a source of joy and encouragement to their likes. Itching to hear what this is all about? Then listen to Annie Daniels.
My husband died. He was suffering from diabetes. So in that case, he died.
I lost my husband to leukemia, and the aggressive one.
While yet to come to terms with the death of their spouses, the worst happened.
I was accused of killing him in as much as I wasn't there when he passed.
When I started hearing such things, that was why I ran for my dear life with my children.
To a cross-section of Nigerians, stories about the inhuman treatment meted on several widows in Nigeria is not new and have persisted.
I had a friend some years back. She lost her husband 5 years after marriage, and her family, her in-laws, they took the car, they took some of his property.
These widows, like several others, had a picture of the future they desired for themselves and families, but with the demise of their husbands, or should I say breadwinners, the future looks bleak to them.
My husband's family, they did not ask of us at all. They didn't even call that maybe we should hear from the children. How are they doing?
In the era of widowhood, there are actually 3 stages. But it's unfortunate that many times they actually do not cross to the second stage or the third stage. So this first stage is something like realization. Most times we are still in doubt. Did this just happen to me?
The story is, however, different for 36-year-old Dumola Shodeke, who has been a widow for 7 years with 2 children to cater for. She is now a source of encouragement to other widows like her.
I own a farm. We grow vegetables, we raise snails, fish, plantain, cucumber, sweet corn, quite a number of things we're doing. And that has, what spurred me into agriculture was because 2 years I didn't work. So for me, it was where would I channel my anger to? Because if I go to an establishment, I think I would just be angry at everybody. So I needed something that was going to exert all my anger, all my frustration, and that was it. And I was always traveling far.
I work very well. I sell food, I sell okrika. I went up and down to look for what I would sell.
Okay, considering her age, Newsline asked if she is willing to remarry.
I look forward to it because it's lonely, you know. You get back from work, the kids have gone to bed, and you're just there watching news, and there's nothing. So if God brings a very good man, I'm open to it. I've always been open to it. After the depressing stage, I've been open to it, and let's see what comes in future.
But wait a minute. What does the Nigerian Constitution say about widows? Do they have rights?
The Constitution just has, enforcement of fundamental human rights to all Nigerians, widows inclusive. So there's nothing that would say anything specifically to widows.
Listen to more.
In the area of assets, it actually depends on the spouse. Did the spouse die with a will or without a will? If the husband died with a will, putting the widow in charge of the will, yeah, that's different. She can attest it. But if the husband died not leaving a will at all, then the woman can write a letter of administration.
These widows and caregivers are working very hard to accomplish their dreams and make life comfortable for their children. So, should they be left to cross the ocean alone? Not at all. And please, let's make life worth living for them. After all, no woman prays to be a widow.
Thank you, Annie. Widowhood should not be a curse. We'll take our commercial break now. When we return, Newsline will continue.
I need help, so please go to the market and get me everything I need to cook this food. Get my pepper and get my onions. I'm waiting. Do you know how to buy pepper? Do you know how to buy tashi? You won't even let my mother come and stay. I need help. You don't know how stressful it is taking care of these 3 kids. Are you still there? If you're not getting me fresh meat, do you understand?
Okay, I'm at the
Can
meat.
you switch to video call, please?
do I buy all these things now? Hey, go get Glow Berekete and call madam.
The heavyweight voice and data plan. Get 600 naira free credit plus 700% bonus on every recharge and up to 100% bonus on data plans.
Why do we do it? Hide, cover up, tone down. Choose boldness. Celebrate the skin you're in and dress with confidence with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion. The triple layered care of deep moisture serum, precious cocoa butter, and vitamin E enriches your skin for 48 hours. It's time to show off your best skin. Wear your skin with pride every time with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion.
It is time for celebration. 30 years bustling with goodness. No challenge can ever stop us. You can't underrate us. You can't underrate. Bustling with so much greatness. Enjoy your world of
Our hands can pick up harmful germs. Safeguard soap not only removes germs, but continues to fight germs even after wash.
With Safeguard, germ regrowth is reduced for 12 hours. So, use Safeguard to safeguard your family to promote healthy habits.
Don't be here on time.
Come and play. Chinedu, let's play.
Right on time.
Your loved ones will rush home for tasty meals prepared with Sonia tomato mix.
Yummy times two.
It's so good eating together with the family. Thanks to Sonia.
Sonia tomato mix brings you together.
How did I get here? It all started shortly after I graduated from MSTC, the Model Skills Training Center with a certificate in ICT. I successfully developed a data management program that has been called the software of the future. Thanks to its success, everyone wants it. And as you can see, now everyone wants me. But I'm not alone. The skills training programs at MSTC are equipping young Nigerians to become the next big success story. Whether it's ICT, mechatronics, facility technology, electronics and computer networking, or culinary studies, a certificate at MSTC is the way of the future. And just like me, there he is. Everyone will want you to.
ITF, developing the nation's human resource.
Go big and live stream world-class football and more from SuperSport. The biggest Africa Magic and Emmy award-winning series, blockbusters and kid shows. Go big for less and get Showmax Mobile or Showmax Pro Mobile. Plus 2.5 gig MTN data included at a great price that suits you. That's 25 hours of sports, series, movies and kid shows with a 1-month Showmax subscription with 2.5 gig MTN data. Dial *131# or visit showmax.com/MTN now.
Now, when President Muhammadu Buhari challenged Nigerians to go back to the farm, the idea is to push for the diversification of the economy and make agriculture take its rightful place. One Nigerian not only answered this presidential clarion call, but married it with act of patriotism worthy of emulation. This patriotic zeal got the attention of federal government, and led by the information minister, a delegation went to see for themselves this remarkable initiative. Let's have the full gist from Abdullahi Garba Binin Kudu from Jigawa State.
Farouk Adamu Aliyu is a prominent figure in the list of Nigerian politicians
whose political antecedents were aligned with the opposition group before the coming to power of the present administration. He was once a minority leader in the House of Representatives, but he is in the news today as a farmer, having answered the clarion call of Mr. President, urging all Nigerians to go back to the farm. Farouk established a 70-hectare agro-allied industry, proudly engaging more than 500 Nigerians from his immediate community of Brunonkudu in Jigawa State. The farm has a range of over 400 livestock, a fishery, automated poultry, and a greenhouse producing 10 tons of assorted tomatoes on a weekly basis. To cap it all, the farm has a 40 tons per day capacity fertilizer blending plant, indicating complete value chain addition as promoted by the present administration.
I thank, first of all, the president of this country who encouraged me when I designed this farm. I went to him, showed him the design, and he, in fact, in trying to encourage me, gave me 2 bulls, on the farm. And the extension, the fertilizer plant, probably 2,000 people. And then when you go to the greenhouse, we have 150 people working, 3 shifts.
Another interesting thing that placed this farm in the book of record is the hoisting of the respectful Nigeria's flag on a 50 meters high pole, the tallest in Nigeria and the second tallest in Africa.
So, Malam Farouk Adamu Ali, you gave us the opportunity. It's quite good because he didn't know me before. I'm from Yoruba, he's from Fulani extraction. And he beckoned on us to say, look, gentlemen, let's do this project. I know we do that. So this is one of the things that can happen in Nigeria, irrespective of tribe, religion. He's a Muslim, I'm a Christian.
This is all in furtherance to uniting our country, making our people believe in our country, that we have no other place but Nigeria.
This patriotic zeal continues to attract the attention of Nigerians across the strata of the society. Of recent, the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, led a powerful federal government delegation who were all amazed with harmonious synergy of government, community, traditional institution and the private sector to diversify the economy in Jigawa.
Malam Farouk, as they say, used 1 stone to kill 2 birds. Not only is he showcasing success in agriculture, he's also helping to make Jigawa a choice destination for tourists by erecting the tallest Nigerian flag pole in the country.
Let me also express my appreciation and my pride in being a witness to history. The history is the tallest flagpole in Nigeria, and it is right here in Jigawa State.
This is a Nigerian success. This sets an example and also challenges Nigerians that this level, this global standard of production is possible here.
I've seen this investment in 2 perspectives. 1, in the agro-allied sector, 2, in the symbolic manifestation of a patriotic act.
Honorable Farouk, you have led and you have demonstrated your patriotism both to our state and to the nation.
And we are very proud that he has done it in our soil, in our emirate, in our state. Thank you very much. We are very proud of you. Thank you.
For now, the federal government has approved the listing of this tallest flag as part of the national monuments to encourage others in this act of patriotism.
Good move, because agriculture plays a crucial role in human lives and the economy. Now, it is common knowledge that rivers and streams, if not polluted, are mostly colorless. But when either of these water bodies have defined colors, then it generates questions of interest. This curiosity spurred the Newsline crew to a river in Akwa Ibom State, the Green River. Nsikak Okon, who led the crew to the river, gathered that despite its greenish color, when in a cup or bottle, the water transforms and wears the normal colorless, clean water look. Nsikak Okon tells us about Ikorakpa, also Green River in Ibesikpo, Asutan local government area of Akwa Ibom State.
The journey to Ikoropaso River was a memorable one, and our first port of call was the resident of the village head. It took the crew about 10 minutes drive from the village head's resident to navigate through the serene and sandy slopey road that leads to the river. As scary as the trip was, it was fun all the way. What took my mind partly off the river, which was my focus, was the serenity and quietness of the village, as no one was seen going or coming back from the river except the crew. All we could see and hear at the very bushy parts were the birds and their chirpy sounds. On arrival, we were so amazed by the beauty of the green river flowing slowly and the natural cool breeze surrounded by thick bamboo trees.
This stream is used by about 2 or 3 villages comprising of Edemidem, Ikoro Yogo, is it? Ikorokpa Yogo, and Ikorokpa. Even though those other 2 villages have not been coming here to fetch water, it was the people of Edemidem that benefited much from this stream.
While moving round the river bank, we noticed that some youths have taken over a greater part of the river for dredging business, which they said is owned by one of the prominent sons of the area. Some of the villagers we met on our way back lamented that the river is no longer good for drinking because of the dredging.
This dredging business we start since 2013. Since we start the business, now so the river they green like this. And the more way we they do the business, now so the river they go deep inside.
We
are suffering in this area. No good roads, no water, no electricity. We plead with the government to please come to our rescue.
On the aspect of government utilizing the Green River as a tourist attraction, Etidung Ede Moses said if accessible roads are created and electricity provided, it will go a long way to publicize the river, as people do not know about the Green River.
What can happen there? Jobs and investments. Now, the Holy Book says a man shall leave his parents and cleave unto his wife, and the two shall become one. Now, that has indeed come to pass for Talita and Lieutenant Idoko, as the 2 lovebirds were joined in holy matrimony. Ekene Ndulu captured the glitz, glams, and clinking of glasses as Talita and her heartthrob started a lifelong journey as husband and wife.
As the father of the bride, Major General Peter Dauke, walked her down the aisle, it is a signal that the gathering has his consent to commence the ceremony. After taking their marital vows, the couple sealed it with exchange of rings. This journey, which started over a year ago, became official as they signed the dotted lines.
Meeting my wife is just more like divine orchestration. She carries this unction that commands the attention of my bloodline pattern.
I'm so happy I got married to my best friend. I've always wished and prayed for a partner like him.
With the religious part over, the social part is next. For the parents of the couple, this day will count as one of the happiest in their lives.
I'm excited. It's an opportunity I've looked forward to.
She's going to be favored in her husband's house.
I'm particularly happy that the toddler of yesterday has become a man.
I'm the happiest person on earth today.
Soon after, the couple was invited to cut the wedding cake, as supervised by Senator Grace Bent. Toast and presentation of sword followed in quick succession. It was a roll call of prominent personalities as they took turns to wish the couple a happy married life.
They must continue to understand each other and respect each other's opinion.
They should tie themselves as single. They should not allow external forces.
Anytime they have issues, they should try to resolve before the next day.
Congratulations to the young couple. Now, the need for Nigerians to see themselves as one came to play Saturday in Jos when the retired zonal director of NTA Benin, Gregory Badamosi, gave out his daughter, Omolewa, from Edo State, to Albert Enema from Kogi State. The solemnization held at Church of Immaculate Conception, Jos. Zinret Dingmon reports that the Director General of the NTA, Yakubu Ibn Mohammed, along with other staff of the organization, witnessed the event.
Having been friends for a few years, it was time to move to the next level. Albert took his family first to Omolewa's parents to seek their blessing in a rich demonstration of Edo culture. Then to the church for God's abundant blessing. They went standing before witnesses to affirm their consent and love for each other. The wise counsel to the couple from Monsignor Cletus Gotan is to hold each other in high regard and love sacrificially, just like Christ did.
A good marriage must be created, and it is created not only in marrying the right partner, but also by being the right partner.
Teeth crossed and eyes dotted, the couple headed to the reception venue to have a great time with their guests. Their first dance was beautiful, and their love story made everyone swoon.
She's the most special person that I've ever met. And she's very quick on her feet and she's really smart. Aside from the fact that she's really pretty.
I like that he's funny. I like that he is himself in front of me. It's very important for me to know that somebody is their real self in front of me.
Capping it all up were words of prayers and admonition for the couple as they begin their life together.
I wish she should have a blissful marriage filled with fun, filled with happiness.
Peaceful marriage, a marriage that is built on the solid rock, which is Jesus Christ.
To be happy, to be peaceful, to be faithful to the Lord.
This wedding should be a lesson to us, Nigerians, right? Yeah, I was built to be the father of the day, right? This is a marriage between two Christian families, right? I'm a Muslim, but I was chosen to be the father of the day.
Our prayer for them is just happiness, God's blessing and protection from the family.
My prayer and wishes for them is that they experience the goodness of the Lord in their home.
I just pray and hope for them that their home will be beautiful, that the fire of love in it will never go out.
Wish them bliss and abundant blessings. Now, one of the leading manufacturing organizations in the nation, Mamuda Industries Nigeria Limited, has taken the bull by the horns by providing a new beverage that is affordable for all Nigerians with an amazing taste of refreshment. Muhammad Rabiu Ali, who witnessed the inauguration ceremony of the product, Pop Cola in Kanu, reports that people from all walks of life attended the epoch-making event.
Mamuda Industries Nigeria Limited commenced operation in 1978, a conglomerate which produces and manufactures leather, agro-allied, confectionery, among other products. To meet the need of consumers and improve its equity share, the company has come up with a new product, Pop Cola. Pop Cola was born in Kano and for Nigerians. It is a new drink that is affordable and has a different taste with other beverages. At the inauguration of Mahmuda Beverages, Kano State Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje applauded Mahmuda Industries Limited for not only improving the economy of Kano State and Nigeria at large, but providing job opportunities for 13,000 youth.
Our own responsibility as a government, and as a responsible government, is to provide an enabling environment for the flourishing of industries of this nature.
I take this opportunity to reassure Your Excellency, Governor, that the Embassy, through its honorary consulate in Kano and its Lebanese community in Kano, will continue working hand in hand with your most capable leadership.
For years, people are having the same drink. Now it is time for people to have a new taste, to feel refreshed. We are coming up with pop cola and with other flavors which will really lead the market.
This is a time when the entire African continent is coming together to build one continental market, 1.3 billion people. So anybody coming up with a competitive drink in taste, in quality, in price, is bound to have a market that is bigger than any market in the world.
I'm part of the family now, and I know I have a lot of fans. And with what we are doing, we have to motivate our own brand back home.
But before the inauguration of Pop Cola Factory, Subaigu's captain Ahmed Musa was unveiled as brand ambassador. The good news is that Pop Cola will now be available at the Nigerian markets.
Own cola there. We're going on another break. Stay with us.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. It's great value. It protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
Our hands can pick up harmful germs. Safeguard soap not only removes germs, but continues to fight germs even after wash.
With Safeguard, germ regrowth is reduced for 12 hours. So, use Safeguard to safeguard your family to promote healthy habits. Nigerian youths are about the greatest asset the country has at the moment. It is therefore not surprising that the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari is strategically responding to the yearnings of the youth through multiple projects and programs. Youth entrepreneurship support years by Bank of Industry, the Youth Investment Fund by the CBN, and several other conditional cash transfer programs. Recruitment of 774,000 social workers, majority of whom are youths, and so many other projects that are beneficial to youths directly or indirectly. If the administration can do all this, definitely with a degree of patience and time, it can achieve more. Nigerian youths must come together to say no to terrorism, no to vandalism, and no to all disruptive tendencies. Hashtag Youth for Greater Nigeria. Pacifying the youths, unifying the nation.
Come back. Now, more than 2,000 people benefited from the optical and dental outreach program organized by the CAMS Charity Foundation in collaboration with the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors in Daura and Mani local governments of Katsina State. Sani Basiru filed the report from Daura.
Theme My Health, My Pride. The optical and dental outreach in Daura and Mani by the CAMS Charity Foundation is aimed to assist the less privileged in the society who suffer from eye and dental problems.
Those who need glasses have been given glasses in different ranges.
We've tried as much as possible to enhance our outreach to make sure that no single person with any form of disability is left out.
A 4-year-old Aliu Sani is faced with eye problem as a result of measles for more than 3 years. Aliu Sani was brought by his mother, Hawa Abdullahi, who was visibly overwhelmed by the assistance to her young Aliu. Similar operation was held at Mani, where the foundation donated food items, toiletries, glasses, as well as drugs, among others, to the beneficiaries.
Wow, good initiative, please, more of it. Now, the arrival of a newborn baby is usually greeted with joy and gladness, as babies are considered special gifts from God. The case of baby Okikiola was not different, even though the baby was delivered at the Ondo State Correctional Center, where his mother is currently standing trial. Olubukola Aduwo tells us about it.
It was a modest Christian child naming ceremony in a semi-urban area of Akure, the Ondo State capital. A child of prodigy is being given his names. Okikiola's birth was circumstantial.
This is what is left of the APC secretariat Akure after it was vandalized in October last year by some youths during the NSAS protests. 4 people were arrested in connection with the incident, and Kemisola Oguniyi was one of them.
Meet Okikiola's mother, Kemisola Oguniyi. She was delivered of Okikiola at the Ondo State Female Correctional Center, Ondo, while standing trial for arson, malicious damage and stealing, having alleged to have participated in the NSAS protest last year, October. She is currently on a 10 million naira bail, ostensibly to attend to little Okikiola. The little boy is the concern of everyone, though his mother still has a case pending in court.
The child will have to be on exclusive breastfeeding. So, in that case, the mother and the child should be kept in a comfortable zone where the child can have a good care.
Kemisola and her lawyers will not comment on the substance of her case, saying it will amount to contempt of court and may likely jeopardize the ongoing trial. It is heartwarming to note that a number of individuals and groups have been coming forward to provide the much-needed assistance for little Okikiola, including feeding, free medical care, and even scholarship.
I was going to keep standing by her and mentoring her and seeing to her needs in any way that I can. That has been my promise.
Apart from the court case, Kemisola is in a dire financial situation and she needs all the help she can get to take care of her little boy. The little boy rests peacefully, but there is still a long way up for both mother and child.
Mother and child need appropriate care and need to be assisted. We'll take our last commercial break now.
Issues of drugs and arms with direct consequences on national security. That is our focus on NTA Tuesday Live this week, with those who should know. Tuesday Live, every Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. It promises to be incisive and educative. Don't miss it.
Finally, Euro 2020 is here. Enjoy all the matches live on Star Times for only 1,700 naira monthly or 160 naira per day. Recharge now to enjoy all the matches. Watch Cristiano Ronaldo of Portugal, Mbappe of France, Lukaku of Belgium, and other top European football stars. No matter where you are, Star Times is here for you. You can enjoy all these matches on your mobile phone. Just download Star Times on app on your phone to watch all the matches for 1,000 naira monthly or 400 naira weekly. Recharge today with 1,700 naira monthly or 160 naira daily. That's right, you heard me. On Star Times, you can watch all the matches with monthly subscription of 1,700 naira or daily subscription of 160 naira. Terms and conditions apply. Star Times, enjoy digital life.
Newsline this week. Hope to see you again on Sunday. And remember, there is strength in unity. God bless Nigeria.